So let's talk about the rules. And I've said this before. Rules only apply to guys that women are not into. Or maybe she just not attracted to the dude no more. Maybe she just don't like the dude no more. Let me tell you something, man. There's a lot of people within the mainstream media. They talk this talk about, hey, you gotta follow the rules. And everybody jumps in. Everyone goes along with it. Women jump up on it. And they go along with it because they benefit from it. You have to understand that. And a lot of guys, they drink the Kool-Aid too because they butt kisses, right? But if you got your shit together, if you're a real mover and shaker out here, if you're a boss out here, or if you on the way up, you ain't gotta be a boss. You can be on the way up. You can be about your business. You might have a plan. You know where you going. That type of dude, a woman ain't gonna approach him with no damn rules. And that's just how it is. Women only approach guys with these conditions because she wants to control him and pull him around, and she always wants to know what's going to happen next. She doesn't want to be in the dark. You know why? Because she's not really into him like that. He's just probably a short-term deal or until she thinks she can do better. Now, if she runs into one of those alpha dudes, the movers and shakers out here, the best of the best, the cream of the crop type dudes, she not gonna approach him with no type of rules. It's gonna be all about him. And it has to be all about him because it was about him before she even met the dude. And she knows that she can easily be replaced by him because he knows he has options. She knows this. Now, the beta dude, she knows that he's a weakling. She knows that he don't have a lot of options. You know why she knows this? Because he's always running behind her all the time. He's always worrying about what she's doing all the time. He's always worrying about what she's up to all the time. A dude that is about his business ain't got time to be running behind a woman trying to figure out what she's doing and who she's hanging out with. We don't got time for all that. And that's how it is. So at the end of the day, like I've always said, for the past, 4 years now, either she's in or she's out. There's no time to discuss where we stand and how we feel all the time about each other. And man, look, people that have things to do, we don't only have time to be on that type of shit all the time. We don't have time to be sitting around saying, hey, are you happy with me? Look, we don't got time for all that. That's for little kids. That's when we were growing up. When your mom used to ask you, how you feeling today? Are you happy with it? Do you like it? Look, when you get older and when you hopefully you begin to see the big picture and see the bigger scheme of things, a lot of stuff becomes kind of minute. It becomes like it's not even serious. It's like it doesn't really matter anymore. It's like a lot of stuff that I used to do in my 20s. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I've done it already. I don't look back on it. I just learn from it and move on. Most of it was fun. That's great. But it's time to move on. Now, there's some people that have to catch up with you or have to catch up with me. That's understandable. But I'm not going to be waiting around for them to catch up. Because a real boss dude a real mover and a shaker, he ain't gonna be waiting around. He ain't gonna be waiting around to see if she's gonna put out. You know, See, a lot of these women will say stuff like, "Oh well, I don't want to, give it up so soon because I want to get to know him and everything." Which is the worst thing you could do. Because what's gonna change from now to 60 days from now, or 90 days from now, or six months from now? Nothing. So the boss like player, he ain't gonna be waiting around to see or if you're gonna make your mind up. And keep in mind, a woman is not obligated to sleep with you, right? But all I'm saying is those rules don't apply to every dude. That's all I'm saying. So until now, maybe you don't like how you're being treated by women right now. And if that's the case, you got to upgrade yourself. You got to get your money up, make as much money as you can, start a business if you want, do whatever you got to do to create a better life for yourself. Because once you do that, everything is going to change. Your relationship is going to change. Your way of living is going to change. Your way of being is going to change. Your finances is going to change. Just your spirit, who you are at the core is going to change. And that energy is going to radiate out to other people when you're outside. And they say you attract who you are. You don't attract what you want. See, you get who you are in life. And the quality of your life is dictated upon the relationships you have with people in this world. So your life don't get better until you get better. That's just what it is. And the reason why these rules, the reason why these women have all these rules, because they're insecure. They have to control everything. They have to know what's going to happen next and all the nonsense. But ain't no guy that really feels good about himself that's going to go along with that crap or entertain her insecurities. Either she's going to upgrade herself or she's going to be gone. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Until next time, I'm out. Peace. All right. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the sky and that I like. Hair from Cali, I live in the valley. Then you look sexy. Yo! Yes, sir. It's official, like a referee with a whistle. What's going down? We out here, man. We out in these streets. You know what I'm saying? We out here, man. Like, share the video, and all that good stuff, man. And we're going to do like we always do. We're going to talk that talk and let it all hang out, man. And this topic was brought to me by somebody that's been around for a short time. And it's also something that I talk about pretty common. I talk about this stuff, when it comes to women and them having their standards and everything has to be a certain type of way and all that stuff, I don't really get into that stuff. Is not really important to me. What's important to me is how I feel about myself and my standards. Um, like I always say, I don't really entertain a lot of things that a lot of women say, especially on the internet. Um, and I know a lot of stuff that women say. It's just talk. Most of it doesn't really mean anything, and most of the stuff they say in real life, it usually doesn't work out that way. Now, if you speak in one way because you want to build a narrative or you want things to be a certain type of way, great. Good luck with that. But I deal with things how it is, not the way I want it to be. You know, I live real life. I'm still out in these streets. I'm still creating a better life for myself. You know, I'm never going to stop getting better. I'm never going to stop just being a better human being, just creating opportunities for myself. So I'm out here meeting people every week. You know, I'm never going to stop. Um, there's no finish line for me. So a lot of stuff people say online, it sounds good in theory, but when you're out here in the trenches, so to speak, it doesn't really happen that way. You know, it doesn't. A lot of people saying things online. It sounds cute, sounds catchy. It sounds. It gets people all riled up and emotional, and but in real life, when you approach someone in person, most of that stuff doesn't work that a lot of people talk about online. You know, it's just not reality. You know, it's just a lot of things people say. They making up stuff. They making up words. People don't talk like that in real life. No one walks around calling themselves what they be saying? I'm Blasian and I'm I'm what trisexual and I'm all kinds of shit they be making up online. People don't talk like that. You know, I'm starting to well, no, I'm not. I've been no. I separated my online um experience from my real life experience a long time ago. You know, and even if you meet some of these people online in person, they don't even. It's a completely different vibe. A lot of these people you meet in person, man or woman, you know, man or woman. See, online, you have to realize a lot of people just want to ride the wave. You know, it's not really, a lot of them are not to be taken serious at all, you know. And the good news is, for me, I've been online long enough. I've been on YouTube long enough to realize this. A lot of these people are not to be taken serious. As a matter of fact, if you meet them in person, you wouldn't like them, most of them, because uh, when you're looking at their videos, who you see online, that's not who they really are in person. You know, people have an online persona that they put on. And women do the same thing. Women do the same thing. But women, most women do the same thing in real life. They got 2, 3 faces. There's a face at the job, there's a face with the friends, and there's a face with her family, with her parents mainly. And she might have a different face with you because she doesn't know you well. So she might have a different face with you as well. This is why I always say women don't really have standards. They only have standards for guys that they're just not feeling like that. That's when when a woman has all these conditions and standards and everything got to be a certain type of way, and she's trying to wear the pants and be the boss in the relationship. That's because she's not really into you like that. Do you think? Let's take. Do you think Beyonce tells Jay-Z what to do? Do you think Sierra tells Russell Wilson what to do? Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. Take any couple, any guy that's on the top of his game. Do you think the wife bossed them around, make them feel like a chump? I highly doubt it. You know, don't let, and even some of these guys have media personas. When they get interviewed, it's like completely different person. But when the camera's gone, there's somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like when we look at Russell Wilson, we think he's a softie. We think he's I don't know, a beta boy, a beta buck, or whatever you want to call him, a simp. But I can almost guarantee you there's another side to Russell Wilson that we don't know about. We haven't seen it. We just see what we see on camera and we think, oh, that's just who he is. That's it. No. Most people have at least two sides. At least. Some people have three sides. Some people have multiple sides. But to assume that, hey, that's who he is through thick and thin, throughout, every time the camera come on, no, that's a mistake. That's the mistake a lot of us make. But a lot of us want to see these people a certain type of way because that has a lot to do with how we feel about ourselves. It's just like sometimes when people are scrolling online, we are looking at a Hollywood movie, we like to see the train wreck. We like to see somebody go from rags to riches, or maybe they had it and they lost it all. We like to see the train wreck. But that has to do with more about who we are and how we feel about ourselves than anything. You know? And women are not no different. You know, women are not different. They have insecurities just like we do. You know? It's just like when people project their insecurities on you or me. And we don't like that. I know I don't like that. Don't project your failures on me. Just because it didn't work out for you, that don't mean it ain't gonna work out for me. Just because you're too soft and weak to strive towards your goals, that don't mean it ain't gonna work for me. Don't project your insecurities or your lack of confidence on me. You know? So in this thing called life, the only rules that there is are the rules that people make up. People make up the rules. And you can make up your own rules. You know, you don't have to follow everybody else's rules. Create your own. There's no, whatever you want to do, there's no rules. You know, unless you're playing in somebody else's playground. You know, it's like if you at the job, you got to play by their rules. If you're at the job, but if you're a creative person, there's no rules. You can do whatever you want to be the best you can be. You know what I'm saying? There's nope. There's nobody sitting around you telling you that you shouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the oh, sorry, I got an email a while ago. It's very important. That's some good news, man. Good news. But hey, you know, I'm gonna put the link in here, man. I'm gonna put the link in here. You know. There's no rules, man. You can anybody that come into your world, it's really on you. You invite women into your life. You know what I'm saying? And either they're in or they're out. You make the rules, and if she don't want to follow the rules, check her. And if she gives you too much pushback, get rid of her. That's how that works. I got my own philosophy. My game, my life, my show. Yeah, I have my own philosophy. You know, anyone that comes into my world, this is what I got going on over here. This is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they got going on over there on the other side. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. You know? But, you know. You make you and see, I learned a long time ago when I was about 31. Nobody was coming to save me. Nobody was coming to save me, man. Nope. Nobody was coming to save me, man. So I said, I guess I got to save myself. I guess I have to make the best of my life. And nobody's ever going to care about your life as much as you. Yeah, I know. They say, oh, I love you. I'll take a bullet for you, and stop that nonsense. You know, look, man, you should enjoy the time you have that you spend around your loved ones. But they don't care about your life as much as you. It's never gonna happen. You know, I don't care what they say. It's no, it's not. No, you're the captain of the ship. You're the boss. You're in charge of your life. I know, all my bosses at work. Your boss at work is not in charge of your life. You are. When you wake up in the morning and go in that bathroom and look in the mirror, that's who's in charge. The person you see in the mirror. That's who's in charge. You know, you got to be a boss of your life. You got to take control of your life as much as possible. And if you don't have a plan for your life, someone else will. Guaranteed. Someone else will have a plan for your life. I guarantee you that. I'll put my life on that. Someone else will have a plan for your life if you don't. You know, you're in charge. Your mom, your parents not in charge. Your boss at work not in charge. Your girlfriend, your wife, your kids, they're not in charge. You are in charge. And until you get that mindset or that thought ingrained into your psyche, you're always gonna be confused, kind of wishy-washy. You don't know what you want to do. You know, you're looking to blame somebody because things didn't go your way. You got to take responsibility for everything. Now, I'm not saying everything is your fault. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have to take responsibility for everything that happened to you in your life because it's your life. And that's going to empower you and give you the strength and the drive and the desire to change whatever you don't like. That's why you should do that. Everything is not our fault. We didn't raise ourselves. We understand that. You know, we don't pick our parents. We understand all of that. But some of us has been dealt a bad hand. But we got to take those cards and make the best of it. You know, it's not how you start, it's really how you finish. There's a lot of truth to that saying. You know, some of us have been dealt a bad hand. I get it. I understand that too. You know, but you got to make the best of those cards that you've been given. You know, and some of us, we didn't have the best role models growing up, and some of us, even still to this day, we're not around the best, most positive people in the world. I understand that. If that's the case, You're going to have to go into another environment where people are actually looking to get better and live a better life, better quality of life. You know, sometimes you have to leave one environment to move forward in life. And sometimes you can reach back and pull the people along with you who want to come. You know what I'm saying? That's just like I do here. That's why I do these videos. You know, I don't do these videos for me. Shit, I'm good. I can never do another video for the rest of my life. I'm good. I have no fucking worries. I'm one of the happiest motherfuckers you know right now, or you ever see right now. I'm happy as shit. I'm happy as shit. I have nothing to stress about, none whatsoever. I know exactly where I'm going. Yeah, I've sacrificed the past 5 years for me to be free for the rest of my life. For me to create more opportunities and go places and meet people. You know, I made a sacrifice over the past 5 years. You know, so I'm not doing this for me. No. I mean, oh, you're doing it for money. I definitely ain't doing it for money. I'm not making no money doing this. No. You're sadly mistaken if you think I'm making a bunch of money doing this. No. No. You know. Sometimes, man, you gotta pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? You know. See, I do this because I wish somebody would have been there when I needed a helping hand. You know, I wish somebody would have been there to tell me a little something that I didn't know. But I was by myself most of the time. And I was out and about, driving, flying places for what? Over the past 20 years. And most of the time I was by myself, driving, flying, meeting people that's doing stuff that I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that I couldn't take the traditional route that, my classmates took. You know the traditional route. You finish high school, you go to college, you graduate college, you get married. Well, no, you get the job, and you get married, you have kids, you buy a house. I knew I wasn't going to be able to take that route. I'm talking like early. I just knew I wasn't going to be able to take that route, because I didn't fit in a lot of environments. Corporate America, I don't fit in those spaces, in those environments. I knew it too early. Because I had jobs before I even went to college. Early. What's up, Silver Black? Bro. What up? What been a minute. What I needed to. Doing what I needed. All right, bro. Keep doing your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing, man. People are, he said, people are scared to step out the comfort zone. Yeah, they are. The comfort zone is where you need to be. Really. That's where you need to be in order to get better and move forward in life. You know, you should get comfortable in your comfort zone. You should get wait a minute. Let me say that. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that again. You should get comfortable being uncomfortable. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That was hilarious. You should get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's how you grow. If you're always comfortable all the time and you're not making mistakes, you're not doing much. You've probably been doing the same thing for 20, 30 years with no progress. Yeah, everybody know people that's like this. You know, they've been doing the same thing for 20, 30 years, 20, 30, 40 years, and they like flatline. It's been the same since y'all left high school. He's still steady. He's still steady. He ain't going up. He ain't going down. He's just like flatline. It's like a ship. It's like a ship in the ocean. He's just flatline. You know, everybody knows somebody that's like this. You know, they don't have hard times either. Not really. They don't go up and down. It's like smooth sailing all the way. You can go see him right now. You can pull up at his house right now. How you doing, bro? Oh, same old, same old. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody knows somebody that's like that. It's like nothing really changes with this guy. Every time you see him, only thing might change is his car. That's it. He'll have a different car every 5 to 6 years. You know, but his whole life is smooth. It's the same old shit. I'm like, damn, this cat here, boy. It's a funny cat right here, boy. No. Yeah. And then you got some people like me for the past, my first 15 years, up and down, up and down, up and down. When I left the house at what, 19, it was up and down, up and down. That's how I was my first 15 years. Because I was trying to figure shit out. You know? Do trial and error. I think my light about to go out. You know? The piccolo, the disco light about to go out. Yeah, I didn't charge it. It's all good. This shit actually talks. I don't know what he be saying most of the time, but hey, it's all good. You know? The disco light about to go out. It's all good. But yeah. It's about making sacrifices. You gotta have to sacrifice something. Could be time, could be not going to the party, not going to the club, not going to watch the football game at the bar every Sunday. Could be not getting a new car every 2 years. I mean, it's not taking a vacation every year. Take one every 2 years instead. You know, Something like that. I mean, you don't gotta be a damn. I mean, you don't gotta be a hermit. You know what I'm saying? But something's gonna have to take a back seat.
Battery low.
I don't know what that shit's saying. So I'm gonna have to take a back seat until you can move forward. And know the difference between needs and want. Yeah, there's a big difference. There's definitely a big difference, man. You know, and that's, that varies for everybody. It varies for everybody, man. Everybody wants different things. And then some people don't know what the hell they want. And that's a problem. Because a lot of us, man, just go out if you're going to go out, man. Because a lot of us wouldn't have the best role models growing up. So it is what it is when it comes to that. So a lot of us really don't know what being a high performance person looks like. We haven't been around it. So we don't know. Because our parents wasn't like that. So a lot of times when you think you're doing good, and when you go into another environment around other people that's doing better,
battery low.
Then you be like, damn, I really ain't doing shit. I haven't really done shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You don't want to be the smartest person in the room. If you're the smartest person in the room, well, you're in the wrong room. You want to be around people that'll inspire you to be great, to be better. They say birds of a feather. Birds of a feather flock together. So if you're around people that are high performance people, big thinkers, you're not going to be able to stay around them for a long period of time and be mediocre. No, that's not going to happen. If you're not going to become better amongst those high performance people, you're going to have to get out of there. You're going to have to get out of there. That's not going to work. Not at all.
Battery low.
This shit getting kind of loud. I don't got no. I'm gonna just turn this shit off. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I turned that shit off. That shit was getting loud. Too many people look for the easy way out on fast money. Yeah. Yeah, because we've been kind of conditioned to think that there's some, you know, it's like in this, especially in North America, everybody's thinks that, hey, I can get a lick. I can hit a lick. You know, I can hit a lick. You know, it's like it's always fast money and hit a lick and, you know, scamming, and it's always in North America. This is capitalistic society, so it's always somebody trying to prey on somebody, running some type of scam, and so that's where a lot of that fast money shit comes from. People are scamming. People are doing all kinds of shit. You know, and that's just how it is. Brainwashed by society, can't think for them. Well, no, most people don't think for themselves. They take what's been passed down to them, and they just run with it, and they don't even question it. And a lot of people don't have a problem with being mediocre. Don't have a problem with being second-class citizen. Don't have a problem with being oppressed or mistreated. A lot of people don't have a problem with that, believe it or not. You know, this is why they don't, a lot of people that come over here, especially from other countries, they don't fight, they really don't fight anything. They don't really push back. They're just happy to have a job. That's how low the bar is for a lot of people over in North America. The bar is so low, people are just happy to have a job. Think about that for a second. What type of mentality do you have to even be happy, like, to even think like that? They're just happy to have a job because the bar is so low. Because just like I said, a lot of people have had bad role models growing up. You know, as long as I got a job, hey, I pay the bills, I got a house for my family and a car, but you working your ass to death trying to keep this shit, and you really ain't making enough money. You know, but and a lot of people have that mentality. They got 3-4 kids struggling. You know, they struggling like they're not living from paycheck to paycheck. They like living in between checks. That's a different type of struggle. When you're living in between the checks. God damn. Whew. Yo, smash the like button. Yeah, if you're living in between the checks, boy, that's a different type of struggle. Damn. And I've been there. So I know how that is. I'm talking like when you get paid, all the money gone. You might get lucky if you have $100 left. That's living in between the checks. Whew, boy. That's rough, boy. Damn. I mean, before you get paid, all the money gone. You know, you look in your paycheck, you look in your bank account, you have what? $50 left. And that has to last you for 2 weeks. And that's not even enough for gas money. You don't even have enough money for gas to get to the next week, to the next payday. Because you get paid every 2 weeks. I've been there, man. I've had those days, you know, I'll be like, damn, all my money gone to bills. But I was like, yo, something got to give, yo. This shit here is crazy. You know, life shouldn't be this way. God damn. I mean, just look, man, just being a black male is tough. And if you on top of that, if you mismanage your money, that makes it even worse. You know? And a lot of us don't come from money. So we're like first generation, you know. A lot of us, as far as having anything, we're like first generation, most of us. You know, if we create some type of money or get rich, we're most of us are first generation. Our parents and grandparents didn't have no money. You know, they didn't. You know, now maybe they passed something down. Maybe they passed the house down or passed a little bit of money down or whatever. But you know, by the time they passed away, the whatever money they did pass down, shit, you spent most of that money burying them and probably paying the rest of the bills that were left over. You know. Let's see what else said. Be mediocre, but don't hate on someone who has put in the time and effort to enjoy life. Well, a lot of people don't want to put in the time and effort. It's easy to hate on somebody, you know. A lot of people don't want to put in the time that it takes, you know. That's bored. That's bored, a lot of people. They rather keep doing what they've been doing because it's become normal and easy. Even if it's the right thing to do, most people still won't do it because they've been on that hamster wheel for so long. It's like, why do I have to change? And see, that's the bad programming that a lot of us got. You know, we can know something is best for us or better for us, and we still won't do it. That's the bad programming that we have. It's been it's been ingrained into our psyche. We don't do it. We don't do what's best for us because we don't think we deserve it. We don't think we deserve it in most cases because we don't love ourselves as much as we think. A lot of us struggle with that. We say we love ourselves. We say we like what we see when we look in the mirror. We say we got the charm, the charisma, the swag, but we really don't take care of ourselves as much as we should. A lot of us are overweight. We don't treat ourselves like we should. We treat our bodies like a old beat up car. Some of us got big bellies. You know, a lot of us don't really. We abuse alcohol and drugs. You know, because a lot of us are depressed. So we use the alcohol as kind of like a way to cope with life. That's what alcohol and drugs come in at. It's kind of like a coping mechanism, you know. So we abuse alcohol and drugs, you know. But a lot of us don't treat ourselves, and then we overweight, you know. And we don't even think anything wrong with being overweight. That's a bad program that we got. We think, hey man, I'm eating good. You eating good, all right. A lot of us eat anything because that's what we grew up with. We grew up on the pig feet, hog maw, barbecue. We grew up pork chop, steak. We grew up on that shit. We don't think anything wrong with it. If it tastes good, give it to me. It's that mentality. And it's killing a lot of us. We don't even know it. Every day, it's like a slow death. Especially a woman. Oh, a woman, an unhealthy woman is really bad. Because women they're open womb anyway. So it's even worse when it comes to a woman. You know, we don't think anything wrong. We be like, hey, I've been eating like this for 30 years. Hey, it's like pork skin. Yeah, all that shit, man. Man, that shit is awful. That shit's not good for you, man. I'm not saying you should never eat it. You eat it. It's okay to eat every once in a while. Okay, I'll give you a pass. Thanksgiving, whatever, you know. But you eat that shit every week? Shit. Big ass what? Big ass steak. You're like, I like my steak. I like it medium rare, dog. I like my steak medium rare. Or rare. When the blood pop, hey, take it out. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And we eating raw food. Hey, I like sushi. What? Eating raw food and shit. Then when you get sick, you trying to figure out why I got sick. You ate the raw food. You ate raw fish, bro. What do you mean why you got sick? You ate raw food. Who the hell told you raw food was good for you in the first place? A lot of us want to be all sophisticated. We want to follow what everybody else is doing because we think that, hey, if those people are eating sushi, hey, it's good for us too. It's not even good for them. They're just too. They just don't care. They just keep eating shit. You know. They tell you soy sauce is not good for you. Everybody know it. Everybody know it. They know it in China, Japan. Everybody know it. Soy sauce is not good for you. They eating it anyway. They know it. It's not like a secret. But you're gonna be, oh, I want some soy sauce on my chicken too. I want it on my sushi too. You won't follow them. You think you highly successful. You making a little money. So you like, oh, I'm going to the sushi restaurant, yo. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? You think that's some good eating? Shit. You're fooling yourself. And see, we do this all the time. We trick ourselves into believing something that ain't true. You know? And then one day you get sick and you're surprised. I'm surprised you're surprised. You're 100 pounds overweight. I'm surprised that you surprised. God damn. I'm not surprised. That's just like a dude that get burned. He go to the bathroom, try to piss. He can't piss, and he been going raw for years. Every woman he meet, it don't even matter. And when he get burned the first time, I can't believe, man, that old hoe gave me something. Yeah, that's why they call her a hoe. She's supposed to give you something if you don't put a condom on. You know what I'm saying? We trick ourselves in the believing all kinds of silly shit. But just like I said, you make the rules. It's your life. No. If you don't have your own philosophy, how you want to live your own life, someone else will, and you're not gonna like it. You know, this is why you should take control of your life in as many areas as possible, and financially, that should be on the top of the list as far as your finances go. You know, that should be on the top of the list. You know, shouldn't you shouldn't wait for someone else to take care of you, and no one's gonna do it. No one's gonna come in like Superman and like save you. Jesus Christ is not coming to save you. You know, wherever they said he come from the afterlife or whatever, you know. What you got to die to live a good life? No, This is the only life you're gonna live right here. And that's it. When they put you in the casket, that's it. Now, some people say, some people come back. I don't know about that. I'm not betting on that. All I know is all we got is the moment right now. There's no promises of tomorrow or next week or 5 years from now. Now, should we make plans? Yeah. But to say, hey, I gotta believe in Jesus Christ and try to live by the Bible and die, and what's going on today don't matter. I'm not gonna be able to live my best life until I die. That's nonsense. You know, you're basically, people justify their mediocrity. A lot of these religious people, they do that all the time. And some of these people are the biggest cowards, by the way. You know, they justify their mediocrity and they try to push it on you. They want you to believe their way of thinking. Saying, oh, it's okay to be poor. It's okay not to have, it's okay not to be able to take care of yourself. You know, I'll pray for you. Man, if you don't get away from me with that bullshit, you know, and we trick ourselves into believing a lot of this shit. You know, that's where religion comes in at. Religion and alcohol and drugs have a lot in common. It corrupts the minds of people. And people want to be involved in something. They want to be out of their mind to coexist in this world that we live in, because they're too weak and soft to really handle it. So So since they so weak and too much of a snowflake, and they can't handle it, so they be like, okay, I'm gonna pray and read the Bible, and I'm gonna go to church now, and I'm gonna praise Jesus, you know. And if that don't work, then they'll start drinking. And if the drinking don't work, then they'll start getting high, you know. And you have some people, they'll go back and forth from the church to the drinking to getting high. They'll do all three of them, you know, to cloud their mind and justify their mediocre ways of thinking, you know. And that's all bullshit. I'm here to tell you. It's all bullshit. And I'm happy I wasn't raised like that. I'm happy I didn't have parents that were like that. You know, my parents were hard on me. They were hard. They were tough. They prepared me for a lot of the shit that's happening out here today. You know, I'm built for this shit that's happening today. And that's going to happen in the near future. But a lot of people are not going to make it because they're not built for it. You know, a lot of people kind of like to stay behind the curtain, you know, and keep your eyes closed. You know. But hey, man, I'm about to get off here, man. Like, share the video, whatever. And P.S. by the way, don't forget to check out my the Patreon. Don't forget to check out the Patreon, man. Check out the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? That's where shit gets real at over there. You know, that's where I say things over there I wouldn't dare to say over here. Because I know how to get down, you know, over here. You know. But check out the Patreon, man. Or just click the link below this video, you know. And don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast as well. The Love Can't Wait podcast. If you go to Google and type in the Love Can't Wait podcast, it'll come up on iTunes, Shopify, Google. It's everywhere, basically. Anchor. The podcast is everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to check that out, man. And we said religion definitely has a lot of corruption in it. In today's society, people believe what they want. You can lay facts and research in front of them and they're still brainwashed. Yeah, people believe what they want to believe because that makes them feel better about themselves because they know how mediocre they are, and they know that they're not living up to their full potential. So they'll stay in that little box that they've created for themselves. And this is one of the main reasons why people start hating on other people, because they'll see somebody else doing something that they know they should be doing, but they don't want to do it. You know, they don't want to do it, but they see you doing it, and they be like, "Who the hell you think you are?" You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be doing that type of shit. I'm supposed to be doing that type of shit, but I don't want to do it. You know, so it's that mentality. You have people in North America, they can do it, but they don't want to do it because they don't have to. So it's that mentality that you have out here. And God bless my parents. They didn't raise me like that. They didn't. I wasn't taught. Don't take advantage of your opportunities. No. I was taught to always look to get better, make a difference. That's how I was taught. I wasn't taught to like just chill and let's hang out and bullshit. No, no, I wouldn't talk. I wouldn't talk that. Not at all. You know. But hey, like, share the video, check out the podcast, and check out the Patreon. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the sky and that I like. Here from God.